Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Hades 2, where we did basically all of the prep last time, except for selecting a keepsake. So, with this the big giant head strategy here, where we're just riding the Omega Special around the room as long as possible, I'm not really sure what I want our. I feel like we're picking a special boon, right? We're trying to keepsake up a particular special boon, and I don't really know which one I think I want most. To be perfectly honest, it might be that the best one would be the God of War, whose thing we don't have. So that's unfortunate. Which means that maybe I would not want to take one of these keepsakes at all, because that way he'll have a better chance of showing up. I mean, Cloud Bangle and getting, like, Blitz on it certainly would not be terrible either. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the gold purse. Is that right? No, we should take something else. Let's take the Discordant Bell. Let's level up our Discordant Bell some more. We're gonna just get crazy damage going, and we're not going to lose any health, because we're going to successfully avoid all of the enemies. Right? Easy. And little Gale is going to help. So, we only need 4 Shadow active headed down. You know what? Let's just keep it on 12. I almost lost. Between Scylla and Cerberus, I almost lost. Last time we went down on 12, I feel like...
retrace my steps.
Those fights are real. Those fights they're not a joke.
Grandmother.
Okay, Demeter, you know, honestly...
I shall never forgive Chronos, nor do I wish to see his wretched countenance again. But if whatever spell you cast on him has truly withered his ambitions, then so be it. Perhaps there was no other way.
Okay, she gave us Ice Strike instead. Or... Yeah, Frigid Rush is good. I do like the Gust. You know what? I'm going to take Frigid Rush. I was going to say Freeze on special would not be horrible. I appreciate the fact that
Looks like a new path out.
that effect is really large and visible. They really let you know. God, it doesn't even really do that much damage. I mean, obviously, you know, we need to get a proper boon for it before judging. And there might be some interesting hammer stuff to go with it. I might take the Apollo boon on special. That might be worth it.
Why, thank you.
Thanks, I never could have picked that up myself.
It was a joy and honor to accompany you to the crossroads on Seleni's silver chariot, cousin. The ballad Artemis and I performed, that's the first we jointly composed. We don't always get along, but you inspired us.
Okay, you know, Nova Strike on the attacks actually is very reasonable as well. Solar Ring's not bad either. We'll take Nova Strike. That seems fine. That's not too exciting.
Let's hear it, whispers.
Well, I got hit 3 times in extremely silly ways.
My claim.
So there's that. Aha! There's our man. I'm super glad to see you. Okay, he is definitely getting nectar.
Lord Ares, I know mortal warriors often would make offerings to you before their battles to the death. I likewise wish to pay you my respects. No mercy for our foes.
I shall not take such honors without giving in return, especially from one who understands my work. A living weapon such as you ought to have this.
This I accept from you, my lord.
It is quite common to experience mixed emotions at the outcome of a war, and to have been denied a violent resolution to our plight. Although from what I gather, there is violence still to come.
Well, for me at the very least. Okay, I'm going to re-roll here because I really would like to see the special.
Let's do it.
He does not want to show it. Okay, what an asshole. Well, we could take Sword Ring, and then since he's now on the team, hope to get the thing on special later. That's probably okay. Or like cut above even might be good. Let's take Sword Ring first. And we will hope to see him more in the future.
Some of Lord Charon's wares.
None of this stuff is super compelling, but like Breath of Eros is probably pretty much always worth taking. And then, sorry, Arachne.
Come along, Homer.
Gorgeous, you won the war for us. At least, I think we won. Perhaps we didn't if these ugly satyrs and the like are not about to leave yet, but you definitely did do something. Oh, this is all too much.
It is true that I did something. You know, Glamour Gain actually is pretty great. Shameless Attitude is also great. But Glamour Gain is so easy to get.
The princess calls into the dark to no avail.
Yeah, that was weird. She said a line to Homer for reasons I could not understand as we were touching the boon, and then... It was a strange interaction.
Ashes.
Weird. You know what? It's Apollo. Apollo's the other person whose keepsake we don't have.
Seething wretches.
Okay, I think that's approximately how that's supposed to work. This still doesn't really make me want to go shopping. I think let's go for Apollo again. Not quite sure how I managed to bend myself back around into that thing's attack.
What a dark and oppressive night this is shaping up to be. Even if I could illuminate all your foes waiting in ambush, I'm not sure you'd want to see them. Be very careful out there.
Attacks may inflict daze. That's certainly not bad. I am going to try to hold out for the thing on the special. Obviously, Light Smite also is good. 20% chance to... So I have a 20% chance to inflict a condition that makes foes have a 20% chance to deal no damage when they would otherwise hit me. It's not the most compelling thing in the universe. I think I'd probably rather have Light Smite before I have Dazzling Display. It's so unreliable. At least Light Smite does damage and is guaranteed to do so. Now see, that time... Yeah, I'm still not really clear on how this works. Because we had the Omega special be considerably longer range than that on at least one occasion already. Is it every damaging effect that's currently active on an enemy somewhere on the field? It can't be, right? We don't need any of this. And at 278, I'm probably okay to go shopping. Or, wait. Did I look at gold and think shop? Is that what just happened? Because it does seem like the kind of thing that could happen.
Revol's empty.
Yeah, it seems like the effect is considerably longer when my cast circle is out. Probably Hermes, right? Yeah, see, when we can guarantee that it'll be that long, it's actually, like, quite compelling. I think I got hung up on a tree there?
But that would mean I didn't think you could, but I did, so I won't. But I will say, cheers for everything. I know we might not be completely done, but if a bit of pressure's off now, good.
That was like a really long and difficult room, right? Like really long. Wonder why it was like that. I don't... So here I think this is like Nitro Boost versus Quick Buck, and with this being common Nitro Boost and us being this early in the run, I think I am going to take Quick Buck. You know,
I've returned.
at the very least, I should not have to watch Gale do that. Like, I should be allowed to run around and accomplish things.
Why am I unsurprised you're still here offering your wares, even with everything that's happened recently, my lord? You won't stop until the Underworld's entirely restored.
I enjoy his enthusiasm.
Not even then. Got it.
occasions on which I would pay the boatman's fare myself. So many souls did I send down at once into the Underworld. Those were good times.
There we go. Vicious Flourish. I think I'm cool taking it at rare. I think this is good.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
Your relatives on Mount Olympus all are well aware of me, of course. In most respects, I now can aid you openly. And even they themselves may grant you greater strength using my light.
Oh, right.
Let them believe that strength is theirs alone.
I was like, we saw this, didn't we? We saw this during that run down to Chronos that didn't happen. And then I didn't end up seeing it during the run that did happen. Okay, so the God Sent effect does not necessarily go on the moon glow thing. The God Sent effects are really powerful. I think I'm gonna pursue the God Sent bonus. Alright, so I'm not gonna buy those ashes. Let's keep moving.
You chose to face me thus.
I sort of chose. I was peer pressured.
Everything as it once was, yet nothing is the same. A feeling I know only too well. It seems we are to prolong your training for a while.
My training shall never be complete, isn't that right? Although it's odd to think that following my prior steps to Tartarus shall help maintain the proper course of time.
It is kind of
Whether we
weird.
truly possess the capability to maintain time remains to be seen. But we can at least maintain ourselves.
Knew she was gonna do this, so I didn't try to charge through.
Shades on your side.
Oh, the cowardice. Yeah, it is a real shame when she, like, stands in a position where charging through her would mean running into a ton of projectiles. This pulsing zone thing really sucks, too. Okay, I think we got a decent amount of free damage out of that. I'm pretty leery of using the Omega special here because I just don't feel like I don't feel like I know where all the projectiles shot by the decoys are. And I'm really afraid of running myself into a bunch of damage for free. Ah.
Sisters, to me!
Aha! That's the first time we've beaten that. Okay, I think I took pretty good advantage of that hex as well.
Skull of Raval is not a simple artifact to wield, but I can see you two have come to grips. Return to Shadow now.
Alright, Nightmare and Cinders and Continuance. That is a very clean Hecate fight.
Retracing my past
The fight's
steps.
honestly not all that hard. It's just that it's really easy to get impatient.
Come on out.
And then... So we could try to pull a sword. We could try to pull another Ares boon. I think I'm just going to take the concave stone for right now. I'm a little like... I'm thinking that if I took a thing to force a boon or to force a Path of Stars upgrade, there's pretty good odds that it would conflict with the Chaos Gate. And I don't, obviously...
This then.
I don't want to be motivated to skip my Chaos Gate, so...
Going down.
Let's just take something that doesn't have so specific a requirement. Alright.
That singing
Yeah, see this I feel perfectly safe skipping.
won't hurt at all. There.
Alright, and a little bit of earth element.
I have one further inquiry concerning what transpired in your father's house. Chronos conceded in his war, you said. Yet you continued fighting battles as before. Why is that so? Respond.
Almighty chaos. Chronos can explain it far better than I. But time is like a river seeking to flow freely forth. Yet it can be obstructed and change course disastrously. Essentially, I'm having to retrace some of my steps to prevent that.
As one who dwells in possibility, I understand. Preventing infinite possibilities, however remote they may be, shall take some time. But Chronos must be well aware of that. I shall look forward to the outcome of this new endeavor.
I do love plus 53% damage on specials. So for the next 3 encounters, don't use your special. That's
An interesting choice.
that's harsh, but at least we're getting through it quickly. And then it just gets sent to 2 Ash anyway. Ugh. Right, we can pick up the skulls just by getting close to them the old-fashioned way. Man. These things have such ridiculously long rotating arms. Oh, come on. How did every steam trap in the entire room break at the same time? There was nowhere that it was okay for me to be.
This will be over soon.
Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. I think I want to go Narcissus, but the shop showing up does complicate things, because that's going to be Boon Plus with 300 gold. No, I'm going to take the shop, actually. Boon Palm, that's, like, fine.
In the name of Hades.
Whenever you use 40... I probably... There's sweet surrender here, and even at common, it's pretty considerable. I'm going to be charging past enemies. I don't know if we're going to want to be close enough to them for heartthrobs to hit. Like, you have to be really close. Let's take the common sweet surrender, I guess.
Be strong.
Oh.
Strong.
Or perhaps both of them. I should have taken this palm before I picked either of those up, though. And then I don't know that we've seen, like, we haven't seen that many of Ares' boons. We might have seen all of his singles by now, but there's the duos, and I wanna see more Ares stuff.
Hello, Hellyfish.
Oh, this is a bummer. as far as times not to be able to use my special, it's really, really rough. I don't actually have to kill the Shadow Guardian, right? It vanishes immediately if you kill the main boss.
I can sting too.
I am impressed with how our great goddess of seasons here has taken to our war. The more personal we make it, the more bitterly we fight. Is that not so, dear Lady Demeter?
It was not I who made this personal, Ares. Perhaps if at some future point you have your own children and grandchildren taken from you, then you shall understand. For now, however, you need but to comply.
Okay. Falling Blades drop 1 extra time in succession and deal damage in a larger area, or your Omega cast is stronger and follows you even as you start to channel it. I think Cutting Edge seems really, really good.
I grow strong.
Okay, and one more chamber where we're not allowed to use our specials. Damn it.
We're almost there. Hold on.
All of the steam valves are so fucking sensitive. Yeah, everything explodes just from me, like, being kind of nearby.
Withstood that chaos curse I had.
Okay, so now we're nice and powerful. Do we want more Chaos Curse? Perhaps that is unwise, but we're going for it.
Golly, get it. Nicely done.
Indeed, there does seem to be a small dispute here. So we know what Aphrodite's dispute effect is, and it's pretty dodgeable, although last time I did not do a particularly good job. Let's see what Ares' looks like. A little bit of dodge. I think we can probably take Secret Crush.
You're wise to side with Aphrodite, though for now you've made an enemy of me.
Careful fight, Ares. I need to calm him down.
Okay, those seem like pretty avoidable area of effect things.
Strike true.
He's definitely not the most annoying of the Olympians.
Satisfied?
Sometimes I like to benefit the losing side to give them a false hope.
It's kind of fucked up, dude. Foes with wounds may suffer big damage. I would love it if they did. Grievous blow seems very powerful. All right, let's check this.
Interlopers.
Pool of water is just large enough that you can't dash across it. Very annoying. Okay. We were going this way anyway, but
I'm ready.
a half wave of enemies was essentially no threat and might yield money, so.
Gently now.
Okay, no darkness or flux or anything, it looks like.
Meeting with the Titan Chronos set in motion many series of events, resulting in the liberation of the goddess Nyx. That is an outcome I had sought. So for this daughter of mine, I shall give you gratitude.
Ooh. Okay, we're likely to still have this effect during the boss fight, I think. And this is not, I think, actually all that bad of a cost. I'm not using my Omega Dash all that much. Like, we can get through without having to actually Omega. And even more bonus special damage sounds lovely. Sure, yeah. What if every Omega special projectile was actually 2? Sounds pretty good, eventually. Not right this second, probably.
Hey, maybe you know, lady. What happened to Mr. Chronos? Lately, he's stopped answering our calls. He's probably just taking a little break.
You could say that. Lord Hades has returned as rightful ruler of the Underworld, which means Chronos now can attend to other matters. He'll likely get back to you.
What are you, his personal assistant? Of course he's getting back to us. And if he's paying no attention to what happens in our venue in the meantime, even better. It is showtime!
That was not probably the right way to run away from that. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. Okay, it's nice to have, like, a safe place to run in each, like, pair of them. Okay, drummer down. That's good news. One problem I find myself having consistently is that I can't tell necessarily what stage Charybdis's projectiles are in. So I don't know if they're going to split, in which case I need to dash through where they are, or explode, which is what they do at the end of the second phase, where if I try to use that method, I instead take a huge amount of damage. Just die. Okay, I mean, we're doing all right. So I love that. Absolutely nowhere safe to be. Too many things firing projectiles. Okay, Nazi's down. Oh my god. There's so much shit chasing me. Everybody over in the corner. Managed to narrowly evade a thing once in a while. Yeah, Charybdis as the featured artist just means so many projectiles in the air all of the time. And also, he is the only one who seems to ever come up as the featured artist anymore. Oh, you're still alive, goddamn. I think that should be a kill. Oh. So that was all 3 of my Death Defiances. I mean, there was a number of situations there where it's just like literally everything I did would have gotten me hit. Okay, no, sorry. We held on to the last Death Defiance at 3 health. Almost worse, because it means I can't just try to call on Athena.
Prepare, fishy.
I mean, we could put on the Athena boon and just intentionally lose the Death Defiance in the first area if we want.
Victory. That's a gutter pop.
But we can also, we can fight our way back up. This is survivable. It's just really annoying.
Set.
Okay, sure. What I need is more chaos in my life.
Back to the fields, then.
I wonder who would have the waking phrase for the skeleton, or for the explosive skull weapon. Oh, I did the thing. I sure fucking did. Well, we'll probably get another one later. They're fairly common, I feel like. In this biome in particular.
Which water-dwelling denizen is she to find?
It's a bite. I caught a Progelli. Hail, almighty chaos.
Sure, paralyzing flourish. Why not? My specials are going to be very good. Great work, Golly. Hey, maybe, fuck off. Just relentlessly chasing me. Oh, okay. Wow, that attack is a little bit ridiculous. I didn't realize that the Spectre could turn while doing it. Like,
I won't be gone for long. Myrtle, hear me on my authority.
okay, your Omega Cast also creates a Blade Rift, you know? That's pretty good. Cut Above is still also pretty good. We're so committed to to the Omega thing, the Omega special. And we can actually be doing it again now. I got to remember that we're still cursed by chaos, but in a way that doesn't prevent that move from being the thing to do. I think I'm going to take Meat Grinder.
For the battle to come.
We will hope to also get the other one. I would like both of those effects.
From chaos just took hold.
Alright, I'm feeling pretty strong, I think. Like, 2% more damage from everything versus like a couple of I guess Sweet Surrender. I don't know. I don't know that any of those were spectacular, unfortunately.
Illuminate my path.
Hammer's up there. There's also some food. I like that. Let's go get the food. What an annoying group of enemies.
No shells.
Yeah, it's not clear to me really what affects the distance that will be covered by the Omega Special, and the charge bar for the Omega Special doesn't accurately represent it. But sometimes we just go like a lot further than I'm expecting. Specials launch you faster ahead and deal more damage? Yeah, sure.
How's that for you, Revol?
And let's go get our Moonbeam.
Good.
Where is the golden bow thing? Well, we can take this. Yeah, that does a lot of damage, and it'll definitely do a lot of damage against like larger, more stationary targets like Cerberus.
Must have been my chaos spoon just then.
But unfortunately, the area around Cerberus is always like so completely filled with damage that I'm not sure that we'll survive trying it. We don't have any Heartthrob effects, and I guess I could benefit from having them. But maybe we just want 8% dodge, perhaps scaling up further?
Should be 2 more. Flourish.
Wouldn't that be pretty neat?
Golly.
It is a lot of damage when it gets set up right.
A relative of yours.
Okay. All foes take... Yeah, so Squall of Demeter is badass. We know that. Steadfastness, patience... I mean, that's not a bad start, right? And then... Yeah, Lineage is usually pretty good. Beyond that, during your Hex, gain 1% damage per foe slain, which lasts until you use it again. That's kind of whatever. As long as it's running, you have a 10% chance to deal critical damage. That's more exciting. Okay, so we need to see just one more. It could even be a small Path of Stars, but we need to see just one more in order to get to that effect. Whenever you take damage, lose crowns before you lose money. Oh, that's interesting. We are nowhere near tall order. I think we are going to take paid dues. Bank as extra HP is definitely interesting. Obviously, like, we're frequently compelled to spend out before we enter a boss fight area. But I guess we'll have to be a little more thoughtful about that now. Ah! How dare you be slightly out of range. These things are a little annoying.
Show me the way.
Yeah, each wave of the Omega Special is doing like 900 damage.
More.
And that's not counting a return trip. Like, it should be very effective against bosses. Provided again that I can perform it against the boss without getting murdered. Which with Cerberus is not a foregone conclusion.
Greater focus.
Well, I mean, I certainly do this over a single palm. So yeah, I think it's worth it to buy the boon, right? And then just go in with 61 gold.
Yes, I accept this message.
That's still shield. And shameless attitude, I guess. Right, this is 2% dodge and also all that bonus damage. We don't need the food.
Be safe, Lord Charon. You like getting to roam free here, don't you?
This fight is so rough.
I know you don't like cleanings, but it's time.
Shooting the shells is pushing me backwards slightly, and it hasn't really been a problem before, but it is definitely causing me to take fire damage sometimes now. That should burn his shield like really fast. Oh, hey, where are you going?
Need shells. This counts. I'd say we have sufficiently retraced our steps.
This sure beats guarding Underworld gates. The monstrous hound perhaps is thinking at this time.
I mean, perhaps.
Now be at peace again.
Yeah, there's so many portions of that fight where it doesn't seem like damage is optional.
Done there.
Like, he does that thing where he picks up his paws, and then he makes everywhere on the floor a fucking nightmare. But also, if you come anywhere near him, he just puts his paws down and deals damage over an area that's larger than your screen. Like, what are you supposed to do? I have no money. I don't know why I'm looking at these.
Could try a different one.
We could pull the Gorgon's amulet now. Athena showing up could do a lot of good for us. We could just bring our own Death Defiance. My health is really bad. We might legitimately lose here.
All right.
I'm gonna call out to Athena.
Here goes.
Dear Athena, I could use a little bit of a push. It doesn't have to be that thing that restores all the Death Defiances, but just some of your good magic.
They'll know I'm here.
Plus, we are continuing to level up this keepsake.
Reconfigured Tartarus. Oh, it isn't daughter.
Okay.
That's settled.
She shows up quick.
All this gold. What has become of Tartarus? The Titan Chronos rendered it almost entirely unrecognizable.
Can you imagine someone having so little taste as to just cover everything in their environs with gold filigree?
Perhaps when next I use the Gorgon amulet to summon you here, you could ask him yourself, Lady Athena.
Oh, would that I could and the amulet were even stronger. But all strategies have limitations. My blessing rather than my presence shall have to do as you approach your goal.
So Stalwart Stand, I think, is pretty alright. We do have a reroll. I'm a little worried that if I reroll, we won't get any Death Defiances shown to us. But I'm gonna take the reroll.
Try this again.
Okay.
Stronger.
Renewed faith, and all of a sudden I'm feeling pretty sanguine.
To greater victory.
I mean, I was feeling pretty sanguine before, but now I'm feeling sanguine in the other way.
Some shade rot.
God, that Omega special. It does do the thing, doesn't it? Weirdly quiet in here. These things are really annoying, and it's very difficult. It's very difficult to feel like I have enough of a bead on them to even do the Omega special, because I have no idea where they're going to be from moment to moment.
Oh, you have Chronos fixes gold. Silver.
Even getting completely stuck on the environment and losing basically all of the first dash, that was still a crazy amount of damage. And our wiles continue to get wispier.
2 more chambers.
So,
Family.
Hades, look.
Our daughter.
okay, so this is just everybody hanging out, having a good time. Except Zag, for some reason.
The brutal hound of hell by now permits the princess of the dead to approach.
Calm down since the fields, have you?
Not his exercise.
Aw, what a sweetheart. I wish I had a nectar.
Oh, Malinois, you're back. We thought we might find you here. Well, Hades did. I never would have guessed.
Your mother and I had looked forward to seeing you again ever since you departed. How have you fared? Are matters in the crossroads well in hand?
Everything is more or less all right, Father. It's good to see you in this chamber in far better spirits than before, though why return to such a place? I'd have thought you'd rather be just about anywhere else.
The house is partially in order, but the rest of Tartarus yet bears the mark of my father's extravagant tastes. Whatever harm he caused our family, undoing his decor shall take longer still.
Grandfather shall do his part. It also means I get to say hello.
Well, I shall do my small part then, in the retracing of your steps, provided I may be of service still.
Soot from the house.
Oh, interesting. Big life reduction for Chronos. Yeah, let's take the Gigaro stash.
Till next we meet.
Thank you too. Thank you for being here.
Only because of you.
We're already compelled to dash around him to get the gust up and stuff, so... It's just these guys down here, huh?
Golly, attack!
I was trying to avoid exactly that thing. Dirty max magic we absolutely do not
One
need.
chamber left.
I don't care about that at all. So have we have we got no mining resources at all on this whole run? I'm just realizing we didn't get any silver, which we desperately need.
And now for you. It'll be all right.
Is it worth going after the money? Probably it is, right? Jesus. I might have changed my mind.
As expected.
Enough with these skulls. Oh, there's some marble at least. Are you kidding me? The architecture here is just ruining everything. I feel like the number of enemies we're facing per room is rising very, very rapidly. 4% bonus damage versus 50% damage on our attacks. Okay, I think I'm going to take this.
I grow strong.
So much of our damage comes from the special, right? Ooh, I do want that.
Show yourself by the light of the moon.
Okay. Took 0 hits. Part of what I'm doing is I'm spending. Right, because I think Grandmother's Hex will be very helpful here. There we go.
Manifest your desire.
All right, 3 pings is in fact enough. Time, patient.
I walked the path.
Yeah, a little extra duration seems okay.
The House of Hades.
Somewhat under construction. So honestly, what do we need to win this fight? Probably little to nothing. I'm gonna buy the... this stuff is expensive.
Shored up.
And then we'll go ahead and spend until we can spend no more.
Good, you are here at last. Now that you faithfully retraced your path, I ought to be able to manipulate the course of time such that you find yourself within the house, whilst a remnant self of mine sits on your father's throne. Ready?
A me that is not me, and I was never that me, but that me existing was necessary for this me to be able to have learned from the lessons of that me.
Not quite. Shall this go much like on the summit of Olympus? The way you conjured up a vision of a time that could have been?
Well, I certainly believe this ought to transpire as you say. Of course, that which awaits within shall perhaps be a little different in each instance that we venture thus.
Now get in there and kick my ass until my head falls off.
Very well, then.
Another time.
Wow, it worked.
You again. Insolent girl. I do not know how you last managed to escape from me, but you have gravely erred in setting foot again within these halls, thus giving me a second chance.
Yeah, a second.
This is not your second chance, Titan, but your last. You're an aberration and should not even exist, not here like this.
If I may interrupt, greetings. In case the resemblance is insufficient, I am you. Yet I am also me. I know this must be difficult to accept, but my granddaughter is quite correct.
Why would he need to be here? What is he doing?
Grandfather, let me handle this. Knowing how you used to be, he won't be listening to reason here.
This foolishness, this mockery. You would confound me with these cheap illusions, whilst you deign to lecture me about what should exist or not. Be gone.
It's making me a little nervous is all. Look at him teleporting to safety. What a baby. Ooh. He faked me out with that, though. I'll give him that.
Here in these depths.
Well, he's doing a really good job of running away. I'll give him that. Okay, I did just kind of headbutt him there for the ending.
Revol's empty.
Ah, I turned too sharply. This is annoying because these things spawn so slowly. I think I'll go ahead and fire it now that we're about halfway through.
Resist the ravages of time. But you, how? You, my vestige, shall unfortunately never know. Now forgive this old man his transgressions. May time flow freely forth. What I feel most odd.
Fiskelamius.
Okay, well, it turns out I didn't need any death defiances. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that the fight might have that third phase tacked onto it, but I think what we might have gotten during the ending fight was a preview of the Vow of Rivals version of the fight. So yeah, it ended up not being a big deal at all. I took 35 total damage from Chronos.
A vision of the House of Hades, overtaken by the Titan of Time. One possibility that could have come to pass, had not the princess just eradicated him.
I can get used to this.
It's remarkably peaceful. You never really have time to admire the extremely fucking weird job he did decorating. So do we still go to the bed, or...?
Thus did Millenary, the unseen princess of the Underworld, prevent the very possibility that time could turn so cruelly against the gods again. At least one possibility, of which there may be many, many more. For time flows like a river, and its passage and its currents take strange turns. The princess never did see the true House of Hades again, not on this night at least. But it is still entirely a mess from all which the Titan wrought, so she did not miss much.
Return to Shadow now.
Okay, that's an acceptable ending for me.
Well, that was productive.
Okay, so all we have to do is repeat those two things over and over again until we've cleansed all the infinite timelines or
Shall
whatever.
we go again, Chronos? Perhaps we're dealing with infinite possibilities.
I mean, really, the thing we're most doing is looking for any kind of hint as to where the fates have gone, right? I think that's what's most important. But unfortunately, we don't seem to have any like strategy as far as that goes. I think it's just going to kind of be random.
You think that you achieved a victory, witch? You merely prolonged your demise, for the Titan whom you vanquished possesses but the smallest fraction of my power.
So you heard. I'm surprised and humbled that you deigned to pay my meager accomplishments any heed, O Spirit. How did you know?
I am all-knowing.
Also, the shades out there were going off about it. Some of them are right outside the tent. Told them they can't come in, but they're still out there, I think.
Thank you for keeping them at bay.
Yeah, Mel does have her little fan club. So, I was talking about the like the frustrating the way that this might be emotionally kind of difficult for Mel and Hecate having to work with Chronos after all this time. Obviously, that's less true here now with the new ending, because Mel did get her did get memories of their time together as well. But in any case, I think that feeling would probably be significantly blunted by getting to watch Chronos cut his own head off over and over again.
The fates.
So...
It's true, it's me. I'm the Den Mother.
Your animal familiars shall follow you to the very end.
Investigate the Underworld and Olympus. I'm trying.
How fares your effort to cleanse all of the disorder Chronos wrought? I trust this new task doesn't fall solely to you.
Oh, everybody's pitching in. Even Chronos, my grandfather. You heard what happened to him, right? His new self seems more tolerable than before.
Death to Chronos. To his old self. I don't know how you managed it, Princess. Perhaps not even my sisters could know such a thing, wherever they may be.
We ought to find where they've been exiled, and I don't think Chronos can simply tell us. What about you? Perhaps enough has changed that you can locate them somehow.
I often search the void where you and I first met, since the fates would sometimes go there too. But it's a vast place.
We'll keep searching.
Alright, I know we ordinarily do sort of a post-run wrap-up and a little prep for the next run, but I am a little pressed for time here, so I think I'm going to go ahead and call this one right now. Thank you all so much for watching. And when you come back next time, we'll take care of all that. And we'll see you then.